We live in a
It's
country.
not right.
We live in a country where it is more
It's not
common
right.
for a kid to go to jail than sometimes it is for them to go to college. Sometimes it is more common for them to get into trouble, to have issues like growing up and everything like that, to not have a proper support system than it is for them to simply have basic opportunities.
Yeah.
You know.
Freedom School honestly has been unbelievable. It is nothing that I expected it to be, but then again, it's everything that it should be. I have learned so much about myself, like both professionally and personally, but being able to see the scholars grow or progress into the best versions of themselves has really been the best experience for me, and I've learned so much from them.
Are you hype? Are you hype? Yeah, hype! Yeah, hype! Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, ready! Yeah, ready! Are you hype? Are you hype? Yeah, hype! Yeah, hype! Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, ready! Yeah, ready!
I think that Lynchburg needs the listening and the Freedom School program because we're just such a great microcosm of every social issue in the US. There's so many nonprofits when you look around that address housing insecurity or food deserts, all of these things. But there's not only that aspect, but there's so many great leaders within those nonprofits that need to be models for children, especially the children who are impacted by the issues that their work aims to address. So the listening directly engages with the youth that experiences all of the chaos that goes around them and gives them a place to feel safe and feel empowered to then be the change that they need in their community.
It's an important issue because no one talks about it. This is one of those things that's swept up under the rug and people ignore, like, oh, well, that's just a bad kid. And it's not so much just a bad kid that's in trouble and has to be treated as an adult. It's a child that I think I heard my sister say that has not been taught.
My favorite part of Freedom School is Harambe because that's where all the hype is. We get to have the motivational music and cheers and chants. People get turned up there, and I get turned up too.
Turn up, turn up, turn up. Wave again. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
One, it's a good thing to do for summer, and two, like, you know, social action and stuff. You know, like you can be around other kids at your age, make new friends if you don't have none and stuff. And like if you're sad, this place makes you very happy.
I think in a city that claims to be made up so much of the moral majority, that it helps to have other people's voices heard. And I think that it helps even more so to have a space where it feels safe to have your voice heard and valued, versus always feeling like because I believe something different that I'm like less of a person, when we know that a lot of the people that run this town don't have the town's best interest in mind.
And we think that kids should get arrested on minor offenses.
No.
We think that kids should be treated as adults in the justice system.
No.
So we're gonna march.
Like I said before, there's not a lot of organizations like the Listening. It needs this organization. It needs the Freedom School because, once again, you know, everyone has a voice. Some people keep that voice nestled up here, and it eats away at you. And the Listening takes anyone and everyone and encourages them and fosters their growth in using that voice through the arts, through activism.
It taught me to stand out and be myself, to be honest.
I can dig it. Freedom School has taught me how to like show your emotions, but also don't feel like you need to hide everything, because sometimes you just need to be who you are and let people know that they have to be able to accept it, and they can't accept it, then they need to back away from it.
I say the same thing. It's just honestly trying to just learn to be myself and not trying to do anything different because of a different person, and not a person not liking what you are.
What Freedom School has taught me about myself is that I can be myself. Like, in Freedom School is also a place where you can be very vulnerable. Like, it's surprising. You wouldn't think, like, you wouldn't go to school and be like vulnerable with these type of people if you saw them at school. But like here it's like you can it's really surprising how vulnerable you can be with your scholars and peers and stuff.
Game time. What time is it? 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 Game time. Game time. I know I can. Be what I wanna be. Be what I wanna be.
My favorite part of Freedom School is Harambe.
Oh, that's
I would also say Harambe. It's definitely a lot of fun, like being able to just sing a whole bunch of stuff, especially the song things.
And dancing.
Yeah.
I say Harambe. You need to be yourself with it. Be loud. It's free.
I would definitely say Harambe. Like, you get to have fun with all these people, and it's like, yeah, get hype with me too.
Be what I wanna be. If I work on it, if I work on it, I'll be where I wanna be. Turn up. I know I can. Be what I wanna be.
In my IRC in the class, I had a scholar who decided to open up about a very vulnerable experience. She was sensitive about it, and looking around at the rest of the classroom, I was surprised to see that nobody was side-eyeing her or anything like that. Everybody in the classroom joined in the conversation and shared similar experiences, and it was just crazy to see that much support and, you know, that sense of community. And I believe ever since that day, we just became a family.
Personally, being an educator, you don't see kids getting the opportunity to express themselves or express their emotions unless it's an extracurricular activity or it's sports. But not only that, they get to express their voices in social injustices, learning things about that, and seeing them like just get in touch with themselves as well as get in touch with those around them is something that you don't see in schools a lot nowadays, because it's always so structured. It's like you go to this class, you go to that class, you stay to this person, you stay to that person. But everybody at Freedom School has mingled with each other at least more than once. They're always around each other, and like it's just a big family now, and that's important for these adolescents right now, and especially in their time in life.
Who else is going to do the work? There's work that needs to be done. The endeavor of the Freedom School, for example, who else was putting out proposals to get this stuff done? Because everybody has been talking about, hey, we need more programs for our youth. We need to see this happen. But a lot of nothing's been happening. So who else is going to do it? Who else? If not us, who?